seconds. But we'll wait until at least Adam gets here. He's usually pretty punctual. Chaper, how did the server migration? Is that what it is?
Yeah, buddy, good job, nailed it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I did well.
Yeah.
It took longer than anticipated because other people were struggling, but all in all, a good operation. Sound tactical operation.
That's cool. You can feel it. Put server into the sticker here. Okay, yeah, it doesn't... Okay, this is a server.
Let's see it.
It's just a bunch of little computers stacked on top of each other. That's a server, right?
That's a server, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a thing. There's a thing.
Yeah, tangential to that, I always thought, and I know I wouldn't be, and everyone who's worked in food services told me this is an idiotic thing to wish, but I kind of think I have the right mindset to be a good server.
Okay, get me.
Like, I could be at Olive Garden and be like, little inside jokes with the regulars, I'm chatting it up, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I feel like I'd be getting decent tips.
I think you could work there.
Yeah. Now, would I mess up orders occasionally? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, that's not what they're not there for the food. They're there for the Drew experience.
Yeah.
And the tips are going to reflect that. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Your side is going to be crowded and overflowing just there for you.
They're like, oh, is one a Drew table? No, they're not available. Okay, I'll wait. What's the wait on a Drew table?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
You'll have to come up with a new way of organizing folks.
Yeah. Yeah. Or I could be like the head guy, the guy at the front who like greets you and says some bullshit and then finds you a table. I could be that guy.
The maitre d'.
I could be the maitre d'.
Yeah.
The sommelier. I'll know all about the wines. Yeah, I could totally do that.
Oh, yeah.
Swiffer, go ahead and text your brother, please. Oh.
Okay.
You did it?
I don't want to play if Marcus Christopher's not going to play.
Swiffer, Sarah, I'm right here with you. We're going to get through this together. JP and I, if we cancel, thank you. Love you. My girlfriend always has to close the door for me because I get rowdier, I guess, because I can't hear myself because I got my headphones on.
The hype's real.
What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, if we don't, JP and I are just going to play the Outer Wilds. So it's a win-win for me. But I have queued up D&D for learning what we have to do now. Swiffer, what's the word?
The same as every week. He doesn't answer.
Excellent. Sarah, what happened last time? Can you give us a little rundown? Sarah, go ahead.
What happened last time? Yes, I remember what happened last time.
Oh, good. This feels like you're definitely not stalling. This feels like you're going to tell us.
I'm going to tell you what happened last time because we were at the island and we did things and then we left the island and we were on a ship. And we discussed the direction in which we were going to go, which I don't remember particularly. We talked about going south and west and east. All of them but north, really.
That's true.
And then we went in a certain direction. And things happened, and it was great. Then we called it a night, and you were here again tonight.
Wow, Jesus, that feels like 100% encapsulate everything that happened.
It's so insightful sometimes.
Yeah. Can I say something, Sarah? Thank you for sharing that with us.
Of course, yes.
Somebody text Adam. Kevin, I guess you're up because you're the closest to Adam.
Yeah, I'll text him right now.
Thanks, Queen. Swiffer, what's the date? I feel like we're very soon. I feel like it's like...
She's no longer working. She's in Arizona, and the wedding things are happening this week.
I'm not in Arizona.
I was about to say, why are you in Arizona?
Layover in Arizona.
Okay.
I'm actually at Kevin's right now.
Okay.
Gross.
Yeah, it's crazy. And I leave for the wedding on Wednesday.
Just by yourself?
Yeah, and then I'll be back in Illinois on Sunday again.
Mm-hmm.
And then there, who knows what's gonna happen.
What about your
With my
stuff?
parents.
Is it in Oregon still?
Yeah, I gotta talk to. I'm gonna be traveling with my parents whenever they're ready to travel out there.
Are you gonna meet them in Missouri?
I think so, yeah.
How's the job thing going? Are you looking? Have there been any bites?
No bites, but I am looking. I want to try something different if I can. If I find something really different, but
Like what? Like what?
She's gonna become a rapper.
I don't want to go into private practice just because it's just not something I've ever desired.
Mm-hmm.
No, that sounds awful.
But there are different things you can do in audiology, like occupational audiology, for testing for people who are in loud jobs. There's working for the school systems, but I've never heard good things about doing that. There's different things I'm considering. Trying to keep an eye out.
Right
I'm
on.
gonna look to see if OSHA has openings, but they don't.
Hmm. More like, oh shit. Adam, how's it going, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good. Sorry for my lateness.
Yeah, it's frankly inexcusable. But you beat MC here, so you win by default. You get your computer stuff sorted out?
Yeah, we're all good with that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Just been working on a fellowship. Hoping the government will give us some money for my time.
Okay, well, I'll make some calls. Just DM me the details. I'll reach out to my contacts in the government.
Sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make a universal 3D printing polymer, so let me know.
Jesus, that sounds very cool. At the dummy end, what is it? What would be different about it than the run they use now?
The one they use now is not sustainable, so once it's formed, it can't really be unformed. So what I'm trying to do is make it where you can form it, break it down, and then you could remake it into practically anything.
Without losing integrity or whatever?
Yeah,
that's interesting.
Without losing integrity, or honestly, when you break it down, a lot of times you lose mass and weight and everything like that too, so having the closed loop aspect where you can just continuously reuse it would be ideal.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. I guess whatever process you use to try to recycle it, you're going to lose some of it, the actual it.
Right. And a lot of recycling is mechanical, which is actually more harmful than it does good, because all those properties they worked so hard to build into the plastic or polymer are now actually mechanically destroyed. So when you try to reuse it, you inherently lose some of those strength characteristics and temperature characteristics. So if you design it where it'll break down under certain controlled commands, essentially, whether it's heat or a specific solvent, then you're golden.
Oh, so you should be done by next week, probably?
Yeah, the proposal's only for a month's worth of work. It's not too bad. So.
Okay, well that is actually extremely exciting. Sarah gave us a rundown of what happened last week. Some details may have been glazed over. Swiffer, I think, keeps notes. Swiffer, how did her explanation compare to your notes?
I didn't hear Sarah talk.
Jesus,
Maybe I wasn't listening.
we're in shambles this evening. I know it's Monday, guys. We've all had a tough Monday. Well, I can't speak for you.
You can read my notes.
We're all doing our best here. Sarah basically said you guys talked, got on a boat, and now you're somewhere.
Trying to get to an island that's running away, but it's not moving at the same time.
Yeah, that is where we left off. We upgraded the dinghy and Varric stays at Barter Beach. We decided to set sail, head west. I met a lady named Veronica. She thinks I'm not smelly. We sail, ship on the horizon, Viridian Empire, but it's actually some people that raided the Viridian Empire ship. The ship called Sync 182.
Good,
We got
classic.
some Malbec from them. We see a large bird. We find Tom's tradables and get a lot of clues there. And then when we get out, we come upon a large mountain that we can't get close to.
Yeah, that checks out. You guys were trying a couple different things to get close to this huge island with a large mountain at its center. Probably the largest mountain that likely any of your characters have ever seen, and surrounded by lush jungle and forest. Someone recognized near the end of last session that you guys parked your ship. In trying to drive closer to it, sail closer to it, you were not able to approach. However, you recognized after a few hours of not moving that either you or the island were getting closer to one another. And that is the moment we find ourselves in now.
I think the last time we had approached it, it appeared to be getting closer to us, correct? And
Yes.
we were, kind of not moving.
Yes. Correctamundo. Also, one small detail. Veronica said you were less smelly, not at all smelly, Jasora. And second, there are different levels of smell. And second, one of you noticed there was a formation of rocks, a very carefully put together stack of rocks that I believe Amaya recognized to be a symbol in some cultures of patience in the face of emotion and like dealing with grief. Like it's like a little cairn. It's a weird word to look at and pronounce, but it's CAIRN. And you saw that at the beach that's facing you.
And what did that look like again?
Imagine like those weird people with insane patience who stack rocks on top of each other?
Yeah.
And they end up stacking like way too many. It's that.
Okay.
It's like one of those, but it's like 3 feet tall, and the rocks are all like different sizes.
Right. Okay. I'd say we stay here till we're at the island. That's my proposal.
Yeah, you as you guys wait, it like a full day passes, and it's the island or you still can't tell what's moving, but the change is almost imperceptible. It's like one of those things where when you're looking at the grass grow, it's not, but when you come back later, the grass is taller.
Yeah.
What do you guys do in the downtime after one long day? It is closer, significantly so, but you're still not. You can like make out the island now, which I will put a picture into the whiteboard. And I will display it on the stream.
I go below deck to find Dobless to see what the heck he's doing, because my patience, I can't stand not looking at it and waiting.
Yeah, so yeah, Amaya's not a patient person. Is that what we decided? Is that what we're deciding right now?
Currently, right now, no, she's not patiently waiting to maybe see something on an island. That's not her jam. That's boring.
Yeah, you find Dobless. He's kind of taken the glider and he's kind of working it out. Like he's got a fantasy screwdriver. He's borrowed it from you, Nomad, temporarily. He just wants to double check the actuators. But he's just fiddling with it in the bottom of the ship. What's everyone else doing?
I am doing like routine maintenance on myself. You know what I'm saying? Like
Flossing.
maybe flossing. Cleaning my quarters that have been neglected for a while. Just kind of doing the. I'm bored. I've been trying to avoid this, and I can avoid it no more. It's time to do it.
Yeah. Tell me about, like, what do the captain quarters look like? Like, are there, in my head, there's like throw pillows and stuff, but like that could be me just mapping it onto you. The only thing I think we've established before you tell me what it looks like in your head, I think there's a window in the back part, like on a fancy ship where there'd be like, and I think you can see like Nomad and vice versa.
Yes, yeah, we can make uncomfortable eye contact if we go for that route.
Yeah, if you guys are interested in that, you can, but generally you guys probably don't do that. But I don't want to put words in your mouth or feelings in your heart.
It's not like because we resurrected this ship from the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah.
This is not. It's not in bad shape, but there's not a lot of lavish anything in here.
Yeah, there's no luxury to it, really.
No. There's a center table where I keep the maps unfurled and like a little crate for maps in there. And then there's a bed, but I don't use really the bed. I sit on the bed. The bed makes me uncomfortable. I've always slept in a hammock in the ships, so I set up my own. I moved my own hammock from the normal barracks to here.
Yeah, you've got like a hammock set up in the corner, like everyone else does in the barracks.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And I'll sit on the bed and I put my weapons in there. That's where they sit. And then like I have like maybe 2 chests, maybe with just random knickknacks and like whatever treasures I would find along the way.
Yeah, I'm here for that. Actually, this is a fantastic idea. I can't believe we haven't done this before. Like, what does the barracks look like? You guys have lived in it for like a month now. Is it like crisscross applesauce? Like you're stepping over each other? Do you pack them up like in the side, or do some people hang above other people? Like, what does that even like? What does that look like to you guys?
Aldor and Nomad for sure have a bunk bed.
Yeah. And they have bunk bed conversations like every night.
You go to sleep. No, you go to sleep.
You ever think about what would happen? Yeah, that goes kind of.
Yeah. She was totally checking you out, dude.
Yeah. Do you remember that girl earlier back on that one island?
I'm gonna be in a corner near them. Just so I can listen in.
In the shadows? So even during downtime, Angus is like in the shadows.
He likes to lurk.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. What about Maya? I feel like doesn't love living in a sack, like in a hammock. Or maybe she does. Maybe she doesn't care. But in my head, she's like maybe used to the finer things.
It's not the worst. I mean, she was exiled from her house, so she's not unaccustomed to less. So it's just whatever. It's just been a while since she's been around so many people, so that's the uncomfortable part.
It's more about the proximity to so many peeps. I get that.
Right.
Yeah. But you guys do like a merge in the morning. It's maybe it's maintenance. It's standard. Like not much is going on. There is a storm forming in the south, but it seems to be moving away from you. But yeah, you guys wake up in the morning to come see, and you are very close. Like you can see the beach now clearly, and what looks like a small trail leading into the forest. This island is large, by the way. You're not dock. There's no dock to speak of. Okay. There's just like a narrow opening at the like southeastern edge of this island that kind of has like a naturally formed beach. But all you see are the rocks and like what looks like possibly a trail leading into the forest. This island is quite substantial. It's hard to make that make sense in this picture here, but it is large. This is one of the bigger islands you guys have seen, and this like towering mountain is like much higher than anything you've ever seen, and there is like dark smoke pouring out of the top. Pouring is probably the wrong word. It's kind of like lazily.
Yeah. A lazy plume of smoke.
Yeah. Plume. That's the word I want. But yeah, you guys are within range now where you could like probably use the super. I forgot the name of the super dinghy.
We don't haven't named it yet, I think.
Okay, but you are in you're in closer range, like to where you could make a move to the island if you so pleased.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask one of the merfolk. Hey, can one of you guys try to swim there and see, make sure it's good?
I'll jump in to the water.
Yeah, it's like surprisingly like warm, the water close to this island, and you do not see a lot of creatures around, but you're able to swim this distance in like less than a couple minutes with your mermaid powers.
Under the beach.
Yeah, you appear on the beach. The actual portion of the beach here is not huge, but it forms kind of a rough triangle leading into this dense foliage. And you do see these stones up close now. And they are very delicately bound. Like, you're not sure how they're even standing, like, with, like, the wind and conditions here.
Yeah, doesn't make sense.
Right.
Seeing her pop up into the beach
I'll wave.
lets us know that it's good for us to approach. So we're in the super dinghy, and we go ahead and we start rowing our happy asses over there.
I need to know what you take with you and if everyone's going.
I'm going, and
Yeah, I'll go with you.
yeah, I'm bringing all my weaponry and like armor and stuff, like my normal kit, you know.
Yeah, standard issue. Gotcha.
Yeah, because I don't know this. I don't know what. I don't know. This island's not giving me a vibe yet. I don't know if it's ominous or good or maybe merchant, a place for business.
Mm-hmm.
But
All I know is Steve is involved, so I'm going.
heck yeah.
No, not Nomad. Aldar will go as well. He nods silently. But I believe that's the whole crew. You guys load up on the skiff. No, skiff is not. It's not. It's too cool to be a skiff. The extra boat. And yeah, you guys make your way over, and you are at the beachhead here. And the ride is smooth. These pontoons are working as intended.
Lovely.
Oh, we could name it something in relation to bananas or peel. It's appealing. Nana tart.
Let's keep that in the back burner here. Dinghy names. So far, we've got banana. And baby Argana.
The second. Baby Arganas.
Baby Argana 2. I mean, this is a strong start, guys. But yeah, you are at this little trailhead here at the beach.
I'm thinking we should go in there. I normally don't need these kinds of expeditions, but we've been cooped up in the damn ship for so long that I wanted to get out, and I'm overdue to get my steps in, so I start walking down that path.
Yeah.
And I yell at everybody to like space out, you know, just in case there's booby traps and stuff like that. I'm gonna do a what would it be? An investigation check?
What are you looking for?
Just around, just the scenery. Do I recognize stuff? Do I recognize life?
Do me a...
Nature, maybe?
I was going to say nature or survival. Whichever you have higher in.
I'm gonna hit him with that nature check.
Hit him with that nature.
And
That
I see it's a number 3, so I see that there is.
There's a shit ton of trees here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
for
there's
sure.
Sand.
Yeah, there's sand and trees. Those are the two things you see here.
Suspiciously not floating.
You do recognize as you approach, like, if there was a trail before, like, not, like, you cannot find it now. This foliage is dense. Like, this is, like, difficult to even walk through. Like, you would need to start, like, macheting your way inside.
Yeah.
Can I do like an Arcana check?
Yeah, what are you looking for? Like, just feeling the vibes of this place?
Feeling the vibe, seeing what kind of, if anything, magical or mystical is happening, because it all seems to be kind of not possible in normal nature.
Yeah, you would know just from the nature of approaching it that something was odd about it. Sorry, what were you saying, sir? I didn't mean to interrupt you, buddy.
trying to do?
She's upset now. She's pissed. She threw her laptop in the river.
Can I say too late?
Too
You
late.
already offended her.
Yeah, fucked up.
You caught her in her feels.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Sarah. I feel bad about it. I wanted to. Just wanted you
Huh?
to be.
No, there's nothing to be upset about.
Oh, okay. What'd you roll?
I haven't because my thing is it's not updating. It's not loading for me.
Oh, that's okay, because as the master guy, I can roll for you. Oh, you have a +4 in Arcana. Is that why you're always asking for Arcana checks? Because you can roll like a 30 in them?
I'm a fucking wizard. What else am I supposed to do? I gotta use my shit to its full potential.
Speaking of shit using, you rolled a 16 +4, a dirty 20. Yeah, you, let's see here. Something is different about this place, this island as a whole, but the nature in front of you is mundane. If that makes sense. What's up, bud?
I was gonna climb the tallest tree and try to get a visual.
So imagine like the densest forest you can, right? Like no tree is standing on its own. Like there's vines and bullshit all around it, but you can try to scrumble up a tree. I don't. If you're a level 3 monk, like I wouldn't. Maybe a small athletics check, if you please.
Would it be athletics or acrobatics?
We're gonna do athletics this time for climbing. As much as I know you love your acrobatics.
Yeah, that's gonna be a 4.
You get your little grubby dwarf feet into what you thought was like more ground to push yourself up a tree, but you tumble into this jungle out of sight of everyone else.
Very good.
You are able to like not take damage, but you do like fall down a ravine about 30 feet. You're a little disoriented. You're not sure which direction you fell in.
All right. That's good. Can I check to make sure that I didn't lose my pocket jerky?
The first thing, anytime anything happens to Nomad, I always know that you take your hand to your inner thigh to make sure your jerky is good, and it is as good as it can be.
All right. Well,
Although it's a little sticky now. Yeah, there's a bit of a sweaty film.
Can I nature check the foliage, like the stuff that's covering the ground, the roots and stuff?
Yeah, totally. We are playing Dungeons and Dragons now, guys. We are rolling checks. We are asking questions. Which I think is that's the whole
So
thing.
I have a +6 and I roll an 8.
You know only that there are like the root system here, like just how many roots you're seeing even this close to the beach, which is not fertile ground. This foliage is old. Like no one's been through here, and you're not sure how long, but it's been a long time. But with an 8, that's all I can tell you.
I bust out my carbon dating kit.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay. I thought you bought that from Tom's Tradables.
No.
No.
He didn't have it.
Yeah. You asked. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys can make your way in here, but like basically it would take some effort from the lead person who would kind of need to like chop a path. Nomad is not with you anymore. He is in the woods.
Could we ask Aldar, our leading man at chopping stuff, to assist with chopping it down?
I feel that I can speak for Aldar and that he would be delighted.
Yes. I think
He
I
has
think
much needed aggression.
Yeah, he's very excited about the possibility.
I think we do like a quick, just like see how much progress we can do in 20 minutes.
Yeah, just like a test. Nomad, you hear like odd sounds coming from around, like all around you, like insect sounds, like you hear like skittering. What do you do?
You might hate me. Are there any small woodland creatures?
None that you can see right now.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, that's not fair. That's not fair. Make me a perception check.
All right.
I should get used to that question. No, you think that like you made like kind of a loud racket as you and your equipment were like tumbling down this small hill, so you don't see anything around you.
Alright, so I'm gonna close my eyes, twirl for 5 seconds, point, and start heading in that direction.
Okay. It's pretty dense foliage around you as well, so you would be moving pretty slowly, so you'd have to start cutting the like woods around you. Do you have any kind of cutting instrument, or are you like literally karate kicking your way through this forest?
I mean, aside from lighting the entire thing on fire, I'm thinking we're gonna have to just like kind of kick it
Okay.
through.
Yeah, your progress, even with your monk-like powers, is pretty slow because you don't have any bladed objects. You guys do recognize that Nomad is not with you. And after about 10 minutes of chopping, it is taking like 2 minutes to move like 2 feet into this forest. Even with Aldar chopping at extreme, like it's doable, and he's getting better at it as you guys try. But this would be quite a trek to venture further into the forest. Who has the highest Arcana? It's probably Amaya, right?
I believe it is me.
Yeah, I'd be
I
surprised.
also have a +4.
Oh, no kidding. Does anyone else have a +4?
No.
I do not.
Jasor and Amaya, you can't necessarily hear it, but there is something in your mind that like makes you look towards the mountain. Something is like pulling you there gently, not like a pull, but like maybe someone's ushering you through a door. That's the feeling you have.
Like a lure? Like we're being lured to it?
Not. That sounds nefarious. This is like a curiosity.
A curiosity.
Yeah. You feel something here. You're not sure what it is.
Okay, well, I let the people know, and I want to go check it out.
I make a comment that maybe you should summon a familiar raven, Simone, and do a quick scan to see if we can what the best approach for that mountain would be, and also where's Nomad at?
You have to fall down on a hill or something.
Yeah.
If you listen really close, you can in the distance there's some rustling. I believe that's him.
Yeah. Let's get a familiar up in the air, Maya, and then let's see if we can meet up with him, and then we'll adventure towards the mountain.
Do any of us have fire ability? Maybe we could just burn this entire island to the ground and then get where we need to go.
I don't know if burning the. I mean, we could, but I don't have fire abilities. I don't know that we should go scorched earth on the island.
I also
Yeah,
don't
we
have
should-
any fire abilities, thankfully.
Thankfully.
I also do not.
Like you wouldn't be able to resist burning the the place to the ground.
Amaya, what say you? Can you put the little familiar up in the air?
Okay. Someone can come out.
Caw-caw.
How
Yeah.
does Sarah summon Simone? Like, what is
Yeah, what does it look like?
Is it a hand gesture or something that goes, a word that goes with it?
It's a burning of the incense.
Oh. Smoke
And then
smoke some weed.
we do the little hand thing. Where, you know, you put your hands together and you make wings and a bird as you would in puppet theater.
Got it.
And then they fly up. They fly up towards the sky.
I care about you guys a lot. I just recognized something I did not even know. Sarah, the casting time for Find Familiar spell is an hour plus 10 minutes.
Okay.
So let's keep that in mind. But she could do that, but it's going to take her an hour.
All right.
She could do that while you guys are chopping, maybe.
Yeah.
Nomad, in that hour, go ahead and roll me 1d6 as you venture into this forest.
It's a 1.
Yeah, you're walking, and you're not hearing any signs of your friends. All you're hearing is kind of the sounds of this forest creeping in around you, and you're getting kind of tired as you've been chopping and like maneuvering in the direction you think might be the right way. And you come to like a small clearing, and there are these like bluish green, like almost a foot in diameter dandelion spheres floating through the air. What do you do?
One more time, the dandelion spores?
Like a dandelion, like you blow on, it's got all those little seeds on it.
Ah, yeah.
It's like that,
Yeah.
but it's bigger than one of those, and it's like bluish green.
Mm-hmm. Is
And
it like
it's kind of
close?
beautiful. Yeah,
How far?
Like you are just entering this clearing, and the clearing itself is probably only like 20 feet wide. But these are like kind of filling the space, like kind of listlessly like floating in the air. And there's something kind of beautiful about it.
Can I do a nature check?
Absolutely, you can.
12.
Yeah, you're not sure. You've never seen anything like this before. But you do see, with a 12, you figure they must be emanating from something. And near the far side of this opening, this pasture area, there is like a lump, like maybe a 4-foot tall like hill that seems to have several of these like plants on it that seem to be emanating these dandelions.
I'm gonna go touch it.
As you approach, the dandelions begin to like not like quite magnetize towards you, but they seem drawn to you as they slowly creep through the air, and they start touching you. And several of them, as they touch you, you realize that they're made of some kind of sticky, viscous liquid. And it, like, at first you try to wipe it off, and it just kind of flattens it against your skin. And several of them attach to your arms now. And you reach this little mound, and you realize that it begins to shudder and move as you get closer. Go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw.
Mm-hmm. 4.
You become paralyzed as your joints lock up, and this mound opens small eyes and lifts itself from the ground with some effort very slowly. And you see it's got 4 legs, and this mound is actually a large carapace with what looks like a turtle with an extremely sharp beak inside as it slowly starts meandering towards you. It's about 5 feet away, but it's moving very slowly, but unfortunately you are paralyzed.
I'm guessing this was not a small woodland creature.
Fuck, I keep forgetting about that. Okay, small is going to be the operative thing here. I'm going to go,
Yep.
I'm going to be fair. I'm going to look up at D&D. They have a, what does small mean? Small creature. Small creatures. I mean, a human can be small. Maybe it's just up to me. Yeah. It takes some effort for you to speak, but how do you activate your acorn helmet? Or is it just like always going? I forget if you have to like activate it or not.
No, it's just I just like kind of attempt. I feel like as long as I'm like looking at it, there is no like activation instructions. Like I don't have to say or do anything.
Okay.
So I feel like it's more of like if I'm looking at the creature, and then I just start spewing words. I start talking to it. I feel like that makes sense to me at least.
Yeah. No. What do you say? It is very difficult to speak, and this creature is slowly walking towards you.
I'm just gonna try to utter the word like friend, maybe.
Oh. Friend?
Friend. I'll just say it again.
Meat.
Yeah.
So hungry.
I could show you more meat.
Yes, I'm coming to get it now. And
Not going well for me.
as he walks towards you. We'll pause that scene. It's probably been an hour. Aldar is able to chop like at least a small tunnel into this foliage. And Sarah, you summon Simone. She soars through the air as you make a Napoleon Dynamite style hand gesture.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
I try to find to see where Nomad is.
Yeah, I was gonna have you do a check, but like you've got a flying bird, so basically anything in the immediate area I feel like would be like very simple for you to discern. You do see through the eyes of beautiful, beautiful. What's her name? Simone?
Yes.
She can only go for 100 feet of you, but even at that height, she can see a clearing about a quarter mile to the north of you guys into the forest. She can probably make out, and by she and you share a brain consciousness, you can probably make out kind of what's happening. You see a figure. Maybe you can't make out what the hill is, but you see Nomad, and he's like standing like weirdly still, which you would have spent enough time with him to know that that is not normal. But it's a good quarter mile away.
In whatever direction.
Yeah, to the north-ish.
North-ish. Okay, and the mountain volcano thing is in which direction?
In my head, that's like northwest. So if you're looking at the thing, this is where you guys landed. You think old boy is around this area. I drew like a red circle. I'm gonna put an N on it so you think that that's Nomad. And whether Amaya shares that information with anyone is anybody's guess.
She does. She relays the information of where Nomad is.
I'm gonna go sneak on Nomad.
Are we breaking up, or is this a whole crew effort?
No, I would like to go. Make sure Nomad's okay. I haven't seen him in an hour.
I think we should all stick together.
Yeah, I think that's a good call.
With Simone's help, you guys are able to cut through this, but even still, knowing you're going in the right direction, like, it is very difficult terrain. Nomad, the creature is slowly almost to your feet now. And he is about to take a bite out of your foot. However, you feel this, like, whatever is, like, coursing through your body is starting to wear off. Make me another Constitution saving throw.
I'm paralyzed. Can I still do my spells right now?
Let's see if you can pass this check first. But you can't do the spell yet.
19.
Yeah, you like shake it off, and the dandelions that were attached to you kind of fall away from you. And yeah, you have full movement.
Alright, and this guy's like slow. Do I like for sure know he's slow?
Yeah, well, he's at the speed he's moved at that you've seen. He is quite slow.
Alright. Is my path through the forest roughly like, did it stay matted or did it like come back up?
You cannot tell what direction you came through.
Oh damn it. Alright. That's tough. I think I'll get a little distance, but can I do like a animal handling or something? Or like
Yeah.
a nature check on this guy.
Tell
So I figure out what he is.
tell me what you say. Like, or what do you do? How do you manipulate this creature?
I feel like it's kind of like one of those things where, like with like a wild horse or something, like an angry creature, you kind of like put your hand out, like crouch slightly, be like easy, it's okay, it's okay.
Go ahead and roll me that check.
Animal handling or nature?
Animal handling feels good.
Alright.
This is an animal you're handling.
13.
It stops and like it seems a little confused and looks up at you. Do you make eye contact with it?
I kind of have to, yeah.
He starts walking towards you at a faster rate of speed now. He's still slow, but he is like approaching you now as the dandelion like spores on his back sway in the wind, and there's probably a little drool in the bottom of his beak.
Okay.
But I feel like this would be enough time to where you do hear some rustling to the southwest of your position.
Rustling to the southwest.
Yeah, you hear what sounds like your homies, like Aldar chopping... The telltale signs of Aldar chopping wood, and I guess Amaya's probably complaining, or Jasor's complaining. One of the mermaids is complaining.
Alright, so can I... I got a good idea here. So, do I know anything about this? Or no? This is like brand new to me.
You have not ever encountered a creature like this.
Alright, but he wants meat. So I'm going to use my element spell. And I'm going to sculpt an element. And it's going to be like a nice meaty animal. Maybe like a pig or a hog. And I'm going to put him kind of like opposite of where the gang is coming, if that makes sense.
Okay, what is it made out of?
It's a thing called dirt, sand, fire, smoke, mist, or water.
So what's this pig that you're generating made out of?
Well, is it dirt or am I on sand? I don't know what the
I feel like it's mostly dirt here.
Alright, so it's gonna be mainly dirt.
A dirt pig.
And then, yeah, maybe like a leaf or two for like the ears or the tail or something.
Oh, that's cute.
Make it look a little believable.
Yeah. You point at the dirt pig, and this creature turns towards it, kind of confusedly, and begins making its way towards the dirt pig instead of you.
Alright.
And the gang appears behind you.
Alright. I might be like, shh. Quiet. I think we can kill it. So I propose killing this. Yeah, I don't know. He tried to kill me. Don't touch the little floating guys.
Yeah, in this whole area, you guys can all see now, there's like very large bluish green dandelions floating through the air. And Aldar's like shirt is ripped just above one of his pecs, like Rambo cutting through the fields and forests of Vietnam.
John Rambo.
Jonathan Rambo.
Did I rage? I think it might be appropriate, honestly.
It might be appropriate.
Aldar charges the strange creature.
I wouldn't do that. No.
I'll follow the advice of my counsel.
Wow. You know what? Between levels, you guys are really growing. The kid, like, you know what I mean? Like Aldar, 5 sessions ago, he's already killing the thing. He's already trying to eat it.
Yep.
Yeah. He's googling the recipe for how to make that into a stew.
Yeah, what kind of stew can this thing be? Because I need it in my mouth.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I could ask my crew if anybody's ever seen one of these before. But like I'm trying to be like whisper some, you know.
You, through intricate hand gestures, draw a question mark in the air. Anyone who's interested can make a nature check. And I can reveal if you know any more about this critter.
Let's do it. Nature is a 20.
Holy shit.
Oh, that came with the heat, son.
What did Jasora get? A 21?
24.
You guys are on some shit.
So we just rolled like the 3, a 2, 2 6s, and a 4. So
Yeah. Jasora and specifically Jasora, you wrote like a dissertation when you were finishing your 4-year degree on different creatures that grow in wild forested areas. You know that this is with a 24. I have to tell you everything. This is a termalaze. This is a type of turtle that's like become so ingrained in the forest that it's instead of using its speed to capture prey, it lures them in with its dandelions that it naturally sprouts from its back that creates a kind of paralytic poison that usually freezes the creatures long enough for him to come and consume them.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, the dandelions in the air, you now see them with maybe some horror as they do fill the space significantly.
Yeah, I would advise that we get out of here. I know it's not very fast, but these dandelions are scary. And then that creature is even scarier if we can't move, so...
Yeah, but look how sharp the beak is. We could like forge a good weapon.
Yeah, so what if they're more?
Well, I mean, I think it'll be fine. All that already said.
I don't think it's worth it. I don't think we could anger this weird island thing that we're on. What if we kill it and a whole horde comes out? What if then the island consumes us because we've killed one of its sacred creatures? Like, just doesn't sound like a good idea. Or worth it for a mere weapon when we've already bought some.
You know what? That's pretty good. Yeah. I was just started watching The Last of Us, and let me tell you, this thing could be something like that. Connected to the ground, spores and fungus and shit. Oof.
I was initially gonna suggest that we murked it, but the mermaids have convinced me. Now that I reflect on it, it's a beefy little tanky thing. I don't know that we have the right weaponry for this.
Mm. Just leveled up. I don't want to die.
Yeah, me neither. I want to use these fists for something. You know what I'm saying?
The creature is adequately, like, it's still, like, nudging the dirt pig. And it takes its first bite out of the dirt pig to try and taste it. It's
something critical there.
It can, oh yeah, there's a dirt pig. You can cause that 1 foot cube of crude shape to last for an hour. So yeah, I guess he starts nibbling on it and like starts spitting it out, but he's still, his attention is still on the dirt pig.
Well, yeah, guys, if we're not going to take this one as a trophy, I think we should get going soon, because going to realize pretty quickly that it's not actually delicious.
All right. Yeah, let's move.
Yeah, you guys start traveling. Simone is in the air, I assume, because I think you have her for till you dispel it.
Right, so I can dismiss it into my pocket.
Oh, shit.
Honestly, is what I mostly assume is what I do, especially because I use Simone so often. Because she only disappears when she gets to 0 hit points or whenever I dismiss her.
Okay, so next time, just for us, if it makes sense, Simone will be with you, like maybe on your shoulder or something.
Yeah, she just gets like pocket sized.
Yeah,
Basically.
like it's very rare that you would not have Simone around. Yeah, that totally checks out to me. But yeah, you guys realize with some concern that the path you cut only minutes ago has already started to grow in, but it's not high enough to where you can't traverse it back to the beach, and you're able to make good time if that is your goal to get back to the beach.
I would like to get back on the ship personally.
I'm with the crew. Arg.
Yeah, let's do it.
I mean, there's so much we haven't explored, though.
Yeah, it's a big place. Do we have a more efficient way to move through this? Like, I mean, we could do some control burning situation and maybe clear the path around. We could go explore the other side of the island. See if we can get somewhere else in here. We can spend the night here and see what happens overnight. See if the vegetation changes. This place is... Something's up here.
I like that. A little sleepover on the beach,
Yeah?
like the good old days.
Yeah, see if we can find some resources we can use here. You know, we'll post up some people to stay guard. See if we see any life.
Do you think we could maybe bring back some sand to that weird guy that would keep on our ship for some reason?
Yeah,
Maybe it's like
Do
magical
some
sand.
studies. Yeah.
yeah, we can do that. Let's do that. I like that. Additionally, he does have the glider. Maybe somebody wants to brave and go with the glider, but is the glider
What's
for one
that?
person or is that two people glider?
It can hold 200 pounds.
A glider? What?
Yeah, so a while back, if you remember, we drowned some flying creatures,
Some harpies.
some harpies, and we gave some samples to the fella, and the fella fashioned us a glider that can hold 200 pounds.
It's
The fella is jobless.
It's kind of like I'll make a very crude drawing. Imagine like a backpack, like a little backpack, and it's got a little rope on it. And when you pull that, it extends harpy wings that you can't fly. This is not a flying machine, but it can glide you to the ground, and it has like little ropes to like kind of direct you in. You can control your fall a little. You could do over 200 pounds technically. I wrote some rules for it, but basically that's when you start potentially breaking it.
What's the highest point? I see the mountains. We're not there yet, but we could fly over all this bullshit.
Well, again, it's not a flying machine.
If we got up high, though.
I mean, yeah, someone could take a one-way glide.
Yes.
Ooh, could we? I have a new spell.
Oh God!
Here we go. Break it.
Jesus Christ!
Let's break this fucking game.
Hold on. I got like a wind spell. Could I create like a gust of wind that will carry them a little bit of a distance? Like, I don't know.
You can certainly try.
Boarding wind. Hold on, let me read. A strong wind, 20 miles per hour, blows around you in a 10-foot radius and moves with you.
It's centered on you.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
So you could do that for yourself the whole way to the mountain. Like you could just fly around this whole place.
That is quite an assumption.
Drew's loving this.
Did you do that?
Yeah.
I mean,
20 miles an hour wind is pretty freaking fast for a glider.
If this is your plan, I need to know very specifically what you're going to do.
that was just a suggestion. I don't want anybody to get killed. Yeah. If you were to crash, we.
To give you an idea,
They wouldn't get
place
killed.
looks huge.
They would just get injured.
to give you an
Depending on
idea,
where they fell.
falling damage is 1d10 every 10 feet. So I don't know what your max health is, but if you fell, let's say 20 feet, that would be
over.
potentially 20 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, but with this acorn helmet, I have half falling damage.
It's all coming together. Yeah, good.
Didn't mean to break the game for your fall damage, Drew, but
No, yeah, it's all. Hey, this is the nature of the beast. I'm actually double check. Oh, I'm sorry. It's 1d6 for every 10 feet. So you guys will probably be fine.
Oh yeah.
You'd be foolish not to.
Strap me up, Captain. I am ready.
Jesus. I mean, what you guys just let me know what you want to do.
I think for purposes of both entertainment and just seeing if this with glider thing works, we should do a quick little test flight.
Can we just like first sleep on it? Like, let's do the sleepover thing first, and we can try this like first thing in the morning to see what we wake up to see how we feel about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe this is one that you sleep on.
Yeah, I say we get Davos to samples, make him work overtime, because I don't think he does much around here. And then we
He
can get it.
created the glider you so rarely want to strap on your knees. Wait.
Listen, with enough booze and fruitful thinking, I could have done the same.
Maybe if you stop screwing around with woodland creatures, perhaps. But considering that you're always out fucking around, no.
Slight amendment. It is 1d6 every 10 feet. So theoretically, if you had 20 health, you could survive a 30-foot fall.
Okay.
Assuming you landed perfectly safely.
Drew, what's the highest peak height over there?
You would have no way of knowing from this distance.
Right.
It is a lot. You are looking up at it, like almost like you're standing in a city, looking at a skyscraper across.
It is mountainous.
It
Yeah,
is. It is enormous.
Okay.
But to answer your question, a lot, very.
All right. Take a nap.
Yeah, you guys set up camp. Tell me about this camp situation. I heard someone was going to look for like resources. Are you going into the woods to do that?
Just the edges of the woods, you know.
Yeah.
Find any cool rocks. Nothing crazy. Nothing laborious.
Yeah, this wood that you're seeing that makes up these trees seems very strong, but very green. That's all I can give you without a further check. And what is everyone else doing? Is someone starting a fire? Like, I wouldn't have you roll for that. You guys are adventurers. You know how to make a fire.
Yeah, little lean-to shelter, you know,
Yeah.
maybe some makeshift sitting positions, you know, maybe moving some wood around that's nearby, just to have some things to sit around. And then I would envision 1 or 2 trips back to the main ship to just get some food and stuff.
Yeah. You guys definitely secure some rations to eat tonight and the next morning probably. And you get the gliding device. I didn't come up with a name. I think I put it in your inventory, Nomad, but I think I just called it Glider. But if anyone thinks of a cooler name, please don't hold back.
Yeah, you definitely named it Makeshift Glider.
Makeshift Glider.
Pretty cool to me, but...
Yeah, no, I'm here for it. So just the rules so everyone knows so you don't have to go read it. In the event the glider is holding more than 200 pounds, roll 1d20, the difficulty check 12, add +1 to the difficulty check for every 10 pounds over 200. On a failure, the glider is permanently destroyed. So you can do a little bit more, but it's basically, I think 270 is the theoretical highest, and you'd have to roll a 20 to make it happen. Like yeah. And you don't have to memorize that. Just something to keep in mind. It's possible, not recommended. But yeah, what's everybody else doing? Getting some food together, building some lean-tos. I like that.
Yeah, I feel like after Nomad got yelled at, he's gonna kind of be like a lone guy. Maybe go back in the forest, but not as deep this time.
Just to be clear, you're going back in the forest?
Yeah. He was like,
I'll follow behind him.
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah.
I recommend that you guys here hold this rope. We got like what, 50 foot of rope?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold this. I'll hold this end. Please don't get lost. It's just not
You can also take a torch if you want, in case you think you're gonna need it.
Nah, no torches. I have night vision. It'll be fine.
He nods his head.
Not for vision, but for like killing something in case you encounter another creature you don't want to be a part with.
No, Sarah, he's got night vision. I don't know what your issue is.
Yeah,
What is that?
since
A torch is just gonna slow him down.
It's just gonna slow him down.
Since Maya suggested that after yelling at Nomad, he's really not taking the torch.
Yeah. Now he's like anti-torch. Like he's breaking torches over his knees. Like he fucking hates torches.
I'll bring the torch. I'll sneak.
Yeah, Aldar's secretly got a torch just in case. Yeah. What are you looking for anything in particular? Are you trying to climb some trees? What kind of shenanigans are you getting up to?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to just look for other like woodland creatures, basically. Trying to get the word.
Scope out the nature. Yeah.
People usually go to pubs, but I go to the woods for the words.
Make me a nature or perception check.
10.
You see what looks like a very large, like moose-like creature. You see it just for a moment as you step towards it, and a stick snaps, and the creature runs away like much faster than you could see it.
Good rounding with stealth. But I got Aldar, so it's probably not even that stealthy. I'll be alright.
Oh, Aldar, are you wearing your half plate mail, by the way?
I would think. I guess I would, because I didn't know.
Okay.
I didn't know what would be on this island. So
No, that's good to
I'd
know.
be prepared.
Yeah, no, I'm here for it. It's just you move with you make a little bit of noise.
Oh yeah, I'm probably about 50 feet behind them. I'm not
Yeah.
right with them.
You're clanging and wanging. But yeah, you are not able to find any other woodland creatures.
Dang.
Nighttime sets in unless there's anything else anyone wants to do, as you guys set up a nice little camp here on the beach. And the sky gets dark very suddenly. Not suddenly, that sounds way too ominous. But like a storm is rolling through. And it starts like kind of blowing the wind of you guys, like whatever tents or lodgings you guys have. And it gets dark very quickly as the rain starts like pelting this space as nighttime approaches. Do you guys have like I guess we've never had like a who's keeping guard conversation. What does that look like for you guys this evening?
I'll take first watch. So I'll just stay hidden in the shadows and make sure my party's safe.
Is it a tag team thing or just solo? I'm not telling you guys what to do, just whatever.
I'm on standby because I got the second shift, so whenever he needs help, I'll just be sleeping over there, kind of separate from the group. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that checks out.
Side.
How long are the shifts for? Because we have 2 in the woods, and that puts us, we could either have 2 on guard, 2 off guard, depending on how long each shift is.
Oh, correction. I'm not in the woods. No, I'm still back.
He was just holding the rope. Him and Jasora
My
are...
attention is towards the woods.
Yeah.
So if
That's
something
true.
goes bad with Nomad, then that's why I'm not. Your focus is on that end, not on
That's
our
true.
end.
Yep.
Right.
This is how Maya plays on Mondays, by the way. Just so you guys
Yeah. Maya's not... Her taking shit
No,
is already
know.
overflowed.
Yeah, on Mondays, the Merfolk don't play. None
Yeah.
of it. Not
Yeah.
even Dauntless is normally docile. That's like a sacred day for them.
Yeah. Maya's on that grind every Monday.
Bad, so.
So what's the watch situation? It's Angus and then Red River. He wakes up Red River.
Yeah.
And Nomad, how?
Look like meerkats, you know? Like somebody keeps watch, but then there's like an alert man.
Yeah.
The alert man. That's
Yeah.
where we're at.
Red River's the alert man, and then Red River, you're in charge of getting everyone else up if there's something happening, I guess.
Yeah.
Nomad, what are you looking for in the forest, and do you return to the camp?
Yeah, I feel like I'm not that much of a friend with the rain. Is there any way that I can try to sneak up and spook Angus, like as a practical joke?
Absolutely, you can. Go ahead and roll me a stealth check. However, you do have a rope attached to you. Angus, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
That's the.
Do I have the forethought to detach my rope?
At the final moment, as you have this great idea, you think, I should get this rope off of me. But yeah, you take the rope off.
Alright.
Perception, right?
Yes, sir.
7.
Ooh.
I rolled a 20. No, just casual 20.
Angus, you post up, like, right at the edge of the forest. Like, kind of like your butt in the forest. Like, looking out to give you, like, the most, like, visibility of the camp. But unbeknownst to you, like, a fucking shadow of a shadow. Behind you, a creature lurks that you do not yet know. What does Nomad do?
Oh, yeah, this is gonna be beautiful. Let's see.
You take out your knife that your grandfather gave you.
I feel like it's already raining, or is it not raining?
Oh yeah, it's raining and there's some wind, but it's more of a rain issue than a wind issue right now. But it's very dark.
All right, so while I'm still hidden, I'd like to beckon Earth.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Okay.
So that creates a small shroud of dust or sand that covers his surface. So I kind of just, like to put that in his face, and then maybe like tickle the spot behind his knee.
It looks like here you can cause a single word to appear in your handwriting in the dirt or sand.
Ooh. Oh, that's amazing. I should have read the whole thing. It's gonna say boo.
Angus, the most frightening thing that's ever happened to you happens to you as something brushes against the back of your knee, and the word "boo" is written in some sort of like muddy sand in front of you.
Dude, what the heck, dude? Who would do this to me, man? And I'm just gonna get real pissed off. And then I'm gonna go searching for who did this.
Yeah, you are unable to detect him as he is blending into the night.
I'm gonna pace around.
Yeah, aggressively.
Very aggressive.
Do you steal anything from him, Nomad?
Yeah, I'll try my sleight of hand here.
Yeah, I'll let you try it, but he is aware. You have made him aware that something's happening. You still rolled a 20, so I'll let you try, but he is aware.
Not even worried about it. You should be worried about it. That's gonna be a 9.
Yeah, you feel a little dwarven hand wriggling around at your waist, Angus.
I'm gonna give him the old karate chop.
Yeah, he breaks your wrist. No, he does karate chop you away, though.
Does he know it's me yet, or no?
Yeah, I feel like with a failed sleight of hand check, he knows that he turns to face you.
Dude, Nomad, what the fuck?
Pocket jerky?
Dude, you're just trying to steal from me. What are you doing?
What do you mean steal? I'm just trying to tickle you again. I don't steal from the poor, everybody knows that.
And what were you trying to grab?
I think this is a PG channel. Don't disclose.
Now I'm still interested in what you were trying to grab.
Swiffer, go ahead and hop off the call. We're gonna do this next part without you. I think we'll all be more comfortable if you're not here. You guys' relationship, I guess, what's the opposite of a bond forming? Whatever bond was forming starts to slowly disintegrate in the awkwardness of this jerky. Make me a
jerky that he offered though.
Oh, maybe it is an olive branch then. I'll say this: it's more tender than you thought it would be, and there's a slight piquant flavor you can't quite place.
I love pecans.
Speaking of piquant, go ahead and I think shifts work in 4-hour intervals. So if you're taking first watch, I need you to make a survival or perception check, whichever you're higher in. But if you do yeah, go ahead.
Drew?
Yes.
Is anyone else not hearing him, or is it just me?
Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sound off if you can't hear me. Well, I guess that would be impossible.
I can hear you. I guess Alexander can't hear you.
Swiffer 1236.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
I rolled a fat 3 perception, by the way.
Oh, good. I was gonna have you do it with disadvantage because it's raining so hard. But that 3 is perfect. Swiffer, can you hear me? I guess Swiffer can't hear me. I guess we'll just.
Sorry, it was the internet was struggling.
Oh, no worries, fam. But yeah, basically what happened is the wind picks up a little, but the rain is the most detrimental. And among the plopping and plopping of these delicious raindrops, Angus, you don't see anything, and that's what scares you the most. You know that you have no idea what's going on. What does Angus do in that situation?
Keep calm and keep partying. I'm just gonna maybe tighten up a little bit, you know, maybe broaden my patrol a little bit, cover more ground.
Yeah, you're able to make out the shapes of all of your party. The end of your shift approaches. It's like, what, a little after midnight when you get Red River up? It's very, very dark. Even those of you with dark vision, like, you can barely see more than, like, 30 feet in any direction. But Red River, you are awoken at the middle of the night.
I can. I can't see. Oh, I have dark vision, right?
Yeah.
Does that help me in any way?
Yeah, I would say it probably cancels out the disadvantage I was going to give you. But it's still not a great situation out here. But yeah, if you want to keep watch, you're going to do perception or survival, whichever you're higher in.
And I'm also, as I get up, one of the things I routinely do is I put my hand to the ground and use my tremor sense to just kind of get a feel for, like a pulse of the situation.
It's hard through the sand and the water hitting everywhere. Like you're not able to discern anything more than a few feet from you. You can kind of feel your party members are like jostling in their sleep. It's not great sleep that everyone's getting because it's raining so hard, and the lean-to is fine, but everyone's getting a little wet, a little soggy.
Yeah. We've had better sleep before.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Something happened to my character.
They leveled up.
Yeah. Sure did. Survival or nature?
Survival or perception.
Mm. 17.
Yeah. Red River, you probably find like the shadiest spot you can to kind of scan. And you're not sure, but for a moment about an hour into your watch in the darkness, probably in the forest, it looks like maybe 50 feet from you, you feel like something is watching you. Not the party, you. And you think you can make out some eyes, but you're not sure. What do you do?
I wake up. Hold on a second. I just saw something here. Okay. I wake up. I wake up Aldor. I don't know if this is big or not. and I want to have some muscle, so I just quickly skedaddle where Aldar is, and I rustle him awake.
Aldar tears his shirt off.
No. Hello, mate. What's up?
Hello, mate. I think I see some eyes over there, and I don't want to check it out on my own. So I woke you up so you can back me up in case things go sideways.
Unsheath my sword. Go.
Go ahead and roll. Is it the salami sword?
It is the long sword.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you don't have to roll as it is a long sword, and you unsheath it. As you guys traipse into the forest.
I approach it carefully, and I would think
I'll be right beside you.
others. Yeah.
In the time that it took you to grab your friend and ally, you don't know. You know where the eyes were, but they're not there anymore. To learn more, I'd have to have you enter the forest.
I would go in there. I would ask Altar to go get a torch real quick, and then I'll start peering into it a little bit, like just in at the edge.
Yeah. Go ahead and make me an investigation check.
Investigating check. Sorry for the sniffles, guys. I'm allergic to life. 20. Dirty.
Oh,
No, not
shit.
even dirty. Straight up and down.
A filthy 20.
Filthy stuff.
With a filthy 20, you see 4 large paw prints. The sand and mud are kind of meeting in this space where the forest starts. And you can see 4 big paw prints with 3, like, toes, like large toes each. And they're leading deeper into the forest. They're fresh.
By the gate, can I tell if it's 2 different species or 1 species, just based on the pattern?
With a 20, it looks like 1 creature. And it looks long. Like, it's at least 4 feet long.
I think, Aldar, I think we just let this one go.
Yep.
I don't be wandering in the damn woods at night.
Nope. Doesn't sound like a good idea. Especially not without the crew.
Yeah. So let's do something. What we'll do is, I'm going to. Why don't you stand watch? And then I'm going to sit off to the side here and see if it comes back again.
Here you go, mate.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna let Aldar take this watch, and then where I have the direct line of sight to where the creature was, I'm gonna put myself, at a place where my dark vision works, and my tremor sense could kind of work if it was close enough. But I'm just, looking at that spot, looking at Aldar, looking at that spot, just kind of. I want to understand if that thing comes back or not.
The next several hours pass slowly, but you notice no other activity. That whatever that creature was, it does not return tonight. As you can start to see, the storm probably starts to pass as the sun begins to rise as well. The fantasy sun. And it's morning, and everyone, you are, good news, still alive.
And, because Aldar was doing the watch, I cooked everybody fantasy bacon and eggs.
Hell yes.
Biscuits.
Hey.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
It's freaking delicious.
It's
nutritious. Whatever it is in real life, think about twice better.
Yeah, because it's a fantasy world, and when we say it, it becomes real.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't have a lot of spices, but these eggs are farm to table,
Oh yeah.
cage free.
Yeah. Fantasy Gordon Ramsay would be fucking
Yeah.
proud.
These are good.
We got aged Nanartar.
You got aged Nanartar, fresh from the ship. If there's no such thing as fresh Nanartar, just based on how it smells and tastes. But yeah, if you use just a little, it makes the eggs. It gives them a nice piquant taste. Nice little picante.
Also like to take our sponsor, Naked Juices.
Wow, that's good
Goodness
juice.
Outside, yeah. Try the new berry licious flavor.
Damn, that's good shit, said local juice enthusiast.
Yeah.
Everyone awake here on the beach. You're cartoonishly stretching out your limbs. Make me a perception check. I imagine, I hope one of you has a little sleeping cap like they had in old cartoons. Like it flops to the side, you know? Like that would mean a lot to me.
I have one just so I can hide the silver set in it.
Yeah, it's huge. Like it's just got a huge bulk on one side where the silver set is.
30.
Oh shit.
Who rolled over a 15?
I rolled a 16.
Red River and Amaya, you recognize that like no trees went down. It wasn't that kind of storm, and the beach around you looks relatively okay, except that it's everyone is quite wet.
Roll was late. I did roll a natural 20.
Jasora, you see better than them with your third eye as it opens on your forehead. And the three of you see that everything is just as it was before, except your ship is not on the horizon.
What about the super dinghy?
No, nowhere to be seen.
I'll start hyperventilating. At a
Now
dangerous
you're
rate.
upside down.
I actually was thinking that this might happen.
Captain Hindsight to the rescue.
I was like, I'm gonna be smaller than
Let me get Simone up to see if we can find her, to find the ship.
Yeah, let's do that. I like that.
Does this
Take her out of my
beach
pocket, true.
does the beach go all the way around like the picture shows?
It wraps around probably halfway, like before it gets too mountainous. I'm drawing like a line like here and here.
Yep. Okay. We could at least explore that too if we don't find the boat. Try to see if it's on the other side.
Yeah, I'll do a perimeter check, and if all else fails, we can try to get in the water. But first, I figured Simone would be the easiest, perhaps.
I feel like part of even like I don't know if we want to make this canonical, Sarah, but I think maybe Amaya's first thing every morning is to like summon Simone. Like, are they that tight?
Wake
Like,
up
is
an
it?
hour early before
Yeah.
whatever it is that I have to do.
Yeah, is it that kind of relationship?
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you change your mind, if you think about it, you can. But I think just because, like, otherwise, well, mechanically, every other day is going to start with, I take an hour and summon Simone. Like, you know what I mean? I think it's, in real life, if I had that power, I would just kind of build it into my day.
Right.
So just for now, unless you change your mind or we feel some other way. But yeah, Simona's there, and she is flying all around, and she sees no sign of the ship. Or the dinghy.
Nomad is on the brink of hysteria.
What does Nomad do to express this hysteria?
I feel like he's just gonna start digging a hole. Like it's all over. He's just gonna lay down, and it will be over.
Nomad begins digging a hole.
I don't know why he's doing it, but I'm gonna start helping him.
Yeah, you guys get to go to town. You start digging a hole.
I'd like to start walking the beach. Start walking to the south side, I guess.
I mean, we're already here. We decided to stay on this island to get to that mountain, so I guess we got nothing more to lose.
Let's go the easy way.
We should just continue to go towards the mountain.
That makes sense.
Let's go the easy way though, not through the bullshit. Maybe get a good perspective of what's all in the woods. Climb up a mountain or two.
Yeah, easy peasy.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, you guys make camp, and do you go east or west?
Captain?
Let's go west, just for the funsies.
Yeah. You guys like walk like a couple miles. It doesn't take long, maybe like 30 minutes or an hour. Simone is probably able to relay any like obstacles nearby, but the beach is surprisingly clean. But there's no entry to the forest that gets less dense. And after maybe an hour of walking, you reach cliffs, like leading closer to the mountain. Like the mountain is still in the distance, but the beach terminates, and there's like these large, like craggy cliffs, and they're kind of spiked at the top. This would be extremely difficult terrain.
Yeah, and I suggest maybe we should hug the cliffs and go around to the tree side, possibly. I wouldn't suggest us to go around the ocean side.
Okay, I like that idea. That could work.
But keeping it safe, right? We won't go too high up. At least not yet.
I'm not sure I understand.
Draw it. Let me see.
Like you're like tracing the bottom of the mountain?
See where
Okay.
that white line is
Yeah,
kind of like
it's
going that
called
way.
Mountain.
And
Okay.
the tree line as
Yeah.
well.
Line closest to the mountain.
Keep
Yeah.
it safe.
That makes sense, because you would want like so you don't get, or you're less likely to get lost because you have like if the mountain's to my left, I'm going that way.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, that totally makes sense to me. This path is fairly difficult terrain. I would need to know, this is the first time we've done this, it's a kind of a D&D staple, the marching order. So basically, someone or someone's leading the pack, people in the middle, and then who's at the back of the little train.
I'm gonna go in the back so I can kind of see the whole field play out, and I can. Part of my new fighter abilities is to be a tactician. So, with that in mind, I think it's better if I'm able to see the whole field.
Leader of the wolf pack is always in the back. Yep.
Got it. See. Hell yeah, what he said. That sounds cooler.
That sounded cool as hell.
Yeah, that sounds badass.
I like them.
When he said that, I thought about getting it tattooed in the back of my neck.
Yeah. We'll all get one letter, and when we're all together, it'll say Wolfpack. It'll be really
Yeah.
cool. I've got Brave Jasora in the middle.
Nomad could be the front runner. He'll be fun.
I'm not trying to limit your needs, but this will be the person chopping down stuff. Like chopping down forest in front of you. Not that Nomad can't. That's what he would be doing.
Don't limit him.
I don't want to limit you.
How fast you guys want to go?
Sorry, we gotta take another 20-minute break. Nomad's trying to cut this tree down with his pinky.
I'll hold them up if we need to. I'll be right behind them.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, kind of like switch out, like, little intervals for resting of the arms.
Yeah.
If it's anything crazy, we get Nodar out. And double
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna suggest.
Now, you guys can activate Nodar, but you're gonna have to make a Constitution check after you carry this dwarf for a full day. Who's next? Where's Amaya in this little train?
Dude, why are you always trying to limit our fun, bro? You know the fans love it when Nodar shows up.
Yeah, that's true. That's a fan favorite.
He gets jealous. I'm behind Jasora.
Who are we missing? Did I just make too many of these?
No, we're missing
Angus.
Angus.
According to our analytics, Nodar is number 1. A lot of views when Nodar shows up. Number 2, every time Angus jumps into a shadow to stealth around.
Yeah.
People like that.
Yeah. They
And
love
number
that.
3, to the surprise of nobody, Christopher, the Kelpie.
Yeah, anytime Christopher gets a mention, our ratings spike.
It blows up, man.
Yeah, it's
Good
wild.
thing we didn't kill him a while ago. That would've
Yeah,
been tough.
that was close. You guys are gonna make, I think, mermaid jerky out of him or something.
Steaks, I thought it was.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's Kelpie steaks.
They would have been delicious.
They would have been really good. I'm gonna draw a Kelpie steak. Little T-bone. But it's green. Where's Angus in the little train we got?
Normally I would south in the back. Red River's there, so I'll go third.
Outstanding. Alright. You guys start walking through the woods, and it sucks. I don't know if you guys have walked through untamed woods before, but it is slow going. And today, there's no wind or rain. It's just hot. And you make your way with the mountains to your left. This terrain is even, like, rockier than usual, just based on where you guys are going. And after about an hour of hard travel, Nomad and Aldar taking turns in the front, chopping down various vines and dodging trees. Go ahead and roll the leader of the pack survival check, please.
Man.
Is that the two of us, or do we decide who's actually in front of us?
You guys decide.
Nobody can do it.
Alright. A lot of faith. That's an 11.
Excellent. And real quick, I need to know your travel pace. Are you guys going... You have 3 options, basically, in the player's handbook. Fast is covering as much ground as you can. Normal is normal. And slow is, like, watching for, like, danger. And you guys wouldn't... All of you could decide this. You could take, like, a moment if you want.
Yeah, we want to be able to make it back before dark, right? So we
Yeah,
have to gauge it.
I
Time is
kind
it?
of thought we were huffing it pretty good.
So we're an hour in. What
Yeah.
time do we start? 8?
Yeah.
9?
Yeah, let's say 9. You walk down the beach for an hour.
Okay. Probably about 10. So it's almost high noon. We'll need to be hoofing it.
So we're going fast?
Yeah, we're cruising.
That's awesome.
Excellent. Roll me one more time.
Same exact roll.
Yeah, except we're going to take the lower one.
I got a natural 20.
Oh, okay. Let's go ahead and stick with the lower one. Let's keep the 11. And roll me 1d6.
Should be a 2.
Great. You guys are quickly like making your way through this rough terrain, and after about an hour, you're sticky, you're sweaty.
Just thicket.
Yeah, it's getting dummy thicket out here, and fantasy mosquitoes are chomping on your ass. It's not fun. Aldar, you're having a particularly bad time because you are wearing 50 pounds of armor as you clank about.
It's not ideal.
Soon you reach like an area where you didn't even realize it, but the vines and brush next to you is like replaced with a dull red bamboo like reeds that are all around 3 feet tall, and they're interspersed between all the trees you're like next to, and they have like a smell, like kind of a burnt smell, like burnt toast maybe. But they are all around you between the trees.
Nomad is quite fond of that smell. Can he investigate it a little more?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a nature check.
I'd like to investigate it.
Yeah, anybody who wants to get their hands on these things, go ahead and roll me a nature check.
Wow.
They are plentiful.
It's gonna be a 3.
10.
Yeah, Nomad, you're not sure, like, you're pretty sure this is where the smell is coming from. And you, like, grab one of these bamboo, and with some effort, you're able to snap it next to your nose. Go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw.
That's gonna be a 7.
Yeah. Stand by.
That's never good.
Nomad, you take 8 poison damage, and you have the poison trait for the next hour.
Resistant to poison.
Oh, you only take half.
Nice.
And
I knew this day would come.
I've done it, you say, as the poison fills your nostrils. It is extremely, like, acrid. Like, imagine smelling like battery acid.
Alright. Yeah, everybody, don't touch it. It tingles a little bit. I'm gonna play it off like it's, like, not that bad. But, like, everybody knows it's pretty bad.
Yeah, your eyes are, like, bloodshot. Like, you're like, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, what do you got? You guys continue?
No, I kind of want to touch it.
Get in there.
No, I really don't.
Your friend touched it. He said it wasn't a big deal.
Yeah. But for a man of yourself, I don't think you're gonna enjoy this.
Dang. Alright.
Captain, what should we do?
I think we keep going a little bit more. Yeah, I think let's keep it up.
All right, so you've got a choice to make as the woods get thicker and thicker. You've got to either start chopping down these reeds, or you've got to think of a different way to go past, or retrace your steps to go around.
Talk to me about these reeds one more time.
They are dull and red, like bamboo. They're not very thick. Like, they're not fragile, but, like, you could snap one over your knee. And they're, like, 3 to 4 feet tall. Oh, shit, then I can tell you exactly what these things are. Jasora, you recognize these to be ember rhododendron. They are extremely inflexible and known to be highly flammable. And any shards of them are toxic to breathe. Yeah, like, they don't break clean. Like, they snap. Kind of cross between a bamboo and, like, a glass stick.
Anybody have a torch with them?
Good thing I still brought that torch. Still got it in my pack.
Yeah, let the team know exactly what these are.
Okay.
It's like
that's
this motherfucker up.
They are extremely flammable.
So let's do
What
something.
is it?
Let's back it up. Let's back it up. You know, I get 30 feet, and then we'll see what happens.
Just hold horizontal?
Well, that would suck. But
Just what I wanted.
I
Yeah,
mean,
but
we're
what
against the rocks, though. It's fine, right?
On one side.
There's a woodland creature in there. But, like, I actually don't care about the woodland creature. Like, you can tell that, like, I'm actually terrified of this shit. But I'm gonna go with the woodland creature route, because I already said it doesn't hurt that bad, so I can't back down now.
A lot of ego on the line for Nomad.
on the moment here.
Is there any, like, is it poisonous gas if they are lit on fire? Do I know that?
You don't. Well, with a 23, you suspect.
You the molecular compound.
Yeah, with a 23, I could just. Yeah, you suspect that, like, it's gonna be noxious. It's gonna create, like, a noxious gas.
You saw
So, Drew, what I was thinking is, what if we're going to light this on fire? I can use my warding wind because it hedges out vapor, gas, and fog that can be dispersed by strong wind.
That's perfect.
I could also mist it with water if it gets out of control, so.
I just concerned for the fumes, I guess, from the burning stuff.
I will say, where's your fucking warding wind? A strong wind that blows around
One
you.
action.
And lasts for the spell's duration up to 10 minutes.
10
We'll be
minutes.
safe.
It deafens you and other creatures. It extinguishes unprotected flames. It hedges out vapor, gas, and fog. The area is difficult terrain for creatures other than you. The attack rolls for range have disadvantage. Yeah, this would keep the 10 radius around you safe, relatively safe, for 10 minutes.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Why are we lighting the bamboo on fire?
We don't have
Seems
to.
like
Can we see how far the bamboo goes? Like, is it just a little patch, or is it?
It's significant. It's like it's growing wild and naturally. Like it's as far in that direction as you can see.
Might be somewhere we could go. Yeah. Might unlock the doors. Isengard.
I said God. Maybe we're not meant. Maybe we don't. We're not meant to go this way. Let's take a vote to it, guys. I don't know what to do. We can double back, and try the other side, or try a different route, or we can forge through. What do you guys want to do?
The bamboos got me curious. I mean, I think we could be safe if we're all. Could we be next to Amaya? Like while she does the.
Oh, we can do a kumbaya. Circle.
Yeah, you guys can do a 10-foot circle. You're all just gonna be kind of clumped together.
And then she could make sure we're safe, and we could peace out if it got too crazy, right?
We
Yeah.
can't walk through it unless we try to burn this stuff down. We're not continue walking through.
I mean, you can do both plans. You could burn this and walk.
I thought it was really thick. We couldn't walk through it.
No, you can't walk through it. You'd have to like burn it. Like you'd have to burn it. I guess. Wait. Hopefully, it doesn't spread everywhere. I mean, it's an interesting plan.
Why do we care if it spreads?
Because we'll die.
The gas will probably kill all of us.
Runs out eventually, and we're literally
But it's not
surrounded by
all like this wood is different than the other wood.
wood.
Yes. Some of the green stuff doesn't light on fire. That's quick. Where are we at, Drew, in this map? Based on.
You're
You wanna
not.
draw it?
You're not sure.
I felt like it was right here and that we'd go left into the mountains. That's what I was thinking, but I don't want to do it. Yeah.
Actually, that's not fair. I should let you guys roll. Survival check, and I can tell you a little bit more about where you are.
All of us.
I'm like,
Whoever wants to know.
if I have like good map skills and like directionality, would that give me advantage on this check? Like,
Yeah, if you have
There we go.
if you have proficiency in like cartography or anything, that would give you advantage on the roll.
That's Nomad and Red River. Red River, do you have that too?
Yeah.
I'm disoriented on land. I only rolled a 10.
Yeah, so Sarah, like Amaya's very confused.
I think it's because I accidentally poisoned myself that I only got a 9.
I got a 19.
Hey.
Red River, and Jasora, you guys know that you've made it about halfway past the first like of these smaller mountains.
Oh shit. Alright.
What do you say, Captain? Do we activate Nodar and double the chopping, or what's happening here?
I just want to be clear on the chopping is not an option here, Drew. Just to make sure.
All you know is that when
Go into
these
the woods.
when these bamboo pieces break, they release poison.
No. He means like the other way, the not bamboo way. We would
Oh.
just go into the woods.
Yeah, totally an option. Yeah, I mean, if you like retracing your steps like 5 minutes, it's just not more of that forest again.
Bamboo feels like the faster way, but the more potentially deadly way if
Yeah.
it goes wrong.
Yeah, that's a lot of variables. Yeah, let's keep cutting around. See if we can. We'll veer off the comfortable route and just see if we can get back into it.
Yeah, you guys surmise that you don't lose an hour, but you don't gain a lot of ground in the next hour. It's about noon, and it's getting a little bit hotter. Nodar, Nomad, and Aldar, your guys' arms are getting kind of tired, and the breaks are... Even Aldar with his biceps with biceps, you're getting a little tired. Do you guys want to rest, or do you guys want to push through? And if you're gonna push through, I'll probably need a Constitution check from you guys. You are doing a lot of work here.
Okay. Where's the sun in the sky?
It is directly above you. It's hard to see through the foliage, but you can see it.
Did I hear that you said that these trees grow back in the beginning? I think I missed something as well.
You're not sure, but these trees are very green. Like they seem like sturdy, but not Some of them seem old, but some of them seem very new.
Mm-hmm. Our way back might be the same amount of trees. We might just turn around all trees again.
What do you think? How you feeling out there? Still feeling strong?
Oh, I'm always down to keep going. But if we get stuck out here, I know we're gonna have to face what we saw last night. But we don't know what it was, but it was big.
You saw something last night? What was that?
Yeah, Red River and we saw some big tracks last night. It was a pretty big creature.
And you didn't wake me up? Kind of tough, not gonna lie.
We didn't feel it was necessary. We didn't actually see anything. We just saw tracks. But I know for next time. I'm sorry.
Nomad's gonna get stabbed again in this episode.
Double the pleasure, double the fun, double the sadness.
Wow.
Captain, what do you think? Should we press on? Do you think it's worth it? I feel like if we get to the middle of the map over there and the backside of those mountain ranges, we might be onto something. But
Y'all,
at what cost?
right now we're getting tired, so I'd say we press on for a little bit, and if you guys get tired, we'll replace you with 2 other people from the line.
Yeah, I like it. All right, what do I need to do, DM?
Go ahead and roll me Constitution saving throws.
Constitution saving.
It'll be at the top left of your sheet.
Okay, Constitution saving.
Nomad, with your monk training, your muscles, are far from succumbing to weakness.
21, sir.
You take out a handkerchief, Aldar, and it says in your native language, pain is weakness leaving the body. And you wipe away your Gatorade sweat that's appeared on your brow, and you're chopping with even more ferocity. Make me a survival check. The choppers at the front. Well, anyone actually. I think last time we did Red River. Whoever's guiding this mission. You want making sure you're staying on track here.
I got a 4.
It's not very good.
Nope.
I rolled at the same time. I got 15.
You all die. No, you after another hour of chopping. Sorry, I got a little notebook here. After another hour of chopping, you come to graciously a clearing, and it's about 40 feet wide, and there is only beautiful naturally growing grass, and at the far end of this clearing, that is almost a natural perfect oval, is an archway made out of stone.
Stone. Okay. I'm gonna run over. I'm gonna touch it. I'm gonna use my tremor sense.
As you're running over, do you feel like you're sensing? You know what? I guess you you wouldn't be. Yeah. Tell me what you're doing. You touch it, and what happens?
Yeah. So I have stone cunning. So I gain tremor sense with a range of 60 feet. And I must be touching a natural or worked stone surface.
That's right. Yep.
And what happens?
I get tremor sense.
Okay. You close your eyes.
I thought that meant something.
I think tremor sense, if I understand correctly, is you can basically feel through the stone anything else touching the stone.
I have to be touching the stone? Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, like beings on the other side or something. You know? Anything?
Does the stone feel weird?
The stone. You guys watch as your associate sprints across this clearing. It's a thick archway made of huge cubes of stone, as I mentioned. The forest beyond the archway seems denser than before. Even the rough shrubbery you've gotten past is this is a much thicker bramble beyond this beyond this gate, this archway. The
Can I
stone.
investigate?
I gotta let our boy who ran up to it look at it first.
Okay, yeah.
With your stone cunning, you don't sense any other like creatures have been here for a while, or at least touched the stone. However, at the top of the stone, you can make out some sigils, but you're not sure what they say. They're in a language that you don't understand, and there's like a white residue that comes off on your hand as you touch the stones. It's kind of like a powder.
Alright. Can I... So my party's in the little circle of clearing, right?
I would assume so. There is one last thing I need to tell you about. There is like a small pedestal jutting out about 3 feet high on one side of the archway. Thank you. It's like big enough to, let's see, like maybe a foot big, but it's just kind of an empty pedestal.
Okay. What I was thinking here was I was going to climb to the top of this arch. Okay. And then I was going to try to, like, put my head on the opposite side and see if I can look through and see my party.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going to climb on top of it and then look through it to see if you can see your party?
Yep.
With some effort, I assume the party is just kind of like, you know, stretching their legs, relaxing, being happy not to be in the brambly shit for a little while. And they watch you clamber up this this archway that seems extremely sturdy despite its obvious age. And as you poke your head past the other side of it, you look through it and you see your party.
Alright, so now the portal, everybody. Not a portal. Alright,
Although, how wild would that have been?
is there any, what check would I do to try to figure out what language this writing is?
History or intelligence?
Ooh,
I would like to do a history check on it.
Heck yeah.
Yeah,
everybody's gonna need
anyone
that.
who's curious, you can do that.
9. Damn it.
Yeah, I got a 2. I feel like I'm just not even going to attempt to look at the stone anymore.
Yeah, you look at it and it makes your head hurt, and you stop looking at it.
Can I lick the white residue on my hands from the stone?
Yeah, make me a nature check. What's up, Sarah?
I was just expressing my disgust by going, ew.
Oh.
That's an 8.
Wait, did you say you lick it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What's everyone else doing before we resolve that?
I rolled a 17.
The nature or the history.
Angus, you've seen writing like this before. It's like kind of circular. And it looks like the same writing you were covered in shit and you were helping
Yes.
Jasora
I
read.
remember. That's what I was going to recount.
Yeah, Jasora, you recognize this to be deep, Aquan. Ancient Aquan, yeah.
Yay.
I can read this.
It's ancient Aquaman. I can't read it very well, but I recognize it.
What was
I
it say?
did history check, and I rolled a natural 1, so I'm sorry.
You know this is Aquan, but you would need several hours to decipher it.
Y'all want to give me several hours to decipher? Okay, let me go. I gotta go find my notes to see what the last one said. Can anyone else read Auckland or understand Auckland?
It is, Aquan is the language of, like, mermaids. But, Ancient Aquan would be like us trying to learn, like, look at something written in Latin and we know English. Just so you have, like, an analog for, like, what this is. Like, we can understand the symbols. Like, I know what an L looks like in Latin and English, but I don't understand its context in Latin. It's similar situation to that.
Alright, mates. I'd say it's an archway.
Yeah.
And archways usually symbolize going through. So it's gotta be the way to go.
Good
Yeah,
job
but
guiding us to
I
where we're at.
literally just said there's no portal, so that means that why are we gonna walk through the archway? I feel like nobody's listening to Nomad this episode. Very sad.
I did hear it.
Another wave of sadness comes over Nomad.
Wave after wave of melancholy.
Nomad, I did hear it.
Sweetie,
but,
I hear you.
Aldar does not know what the word portal means. Yes. I do see this archway, and I'm familiar with that leading to something. Usually.
Going through archways, he knows, he's very adept at going in archways.
Yes. So we press
His
on.
grandfather
if the
was
captain-
about. Huh?
Sorry, go for it.
No, I was just gonna say your grandfather was at Archway.
Yeah. He knows he knows a thing or two about archways. He's 1/16th archway.
But hey guys, you guys have to front of the line, make the call, whatever you know. What do you guys think you should do?
No matter, you want to press on?
We can
You have it in you?
if you guys want to, but it will take several hours.
Can
Can
we
we
make can we
leave you
write it
behind?
down?
Say that again. Sorry.
Could we write it down and just press on with you, so you could transcribe or translate it while we walk? DM, how long would that take?
Yeah, I don't think you guys have like paper and parchment,
Oh,
but she could probably find something with her magic to write on.
Good thing Nomad has photographic memory.
Yeah,
Don't we have sand?
yeah. You guys have a way to write that down, I'm sure.
I can't find the note from the last one.
But yeah,
I
so
don't know where it is, I just don't.
the brush past the archway, it has like some of this brush has thorns. This will be slow going, but you guys can continue.
Nomad, you up for it?
Yep. I'm feeling pretty useless otherwise, so I am down to climb.
All right, mate. Let's go.
You guys commit this thing to memory and then write it down in a way with magics. And yeah, you're able to chop for like 10 minutes. This is pretty slow going, but you guys are able to chop. However, after about 10 minutes, well, maybe 20, it's hard work. You come to another clearing. And on the far side of it is an archway.
Woohoo.
Does it leave the same white residue when I touch it?
As you approach the archway, you can see, as a matter of fact, your fingerprint from when you touched it before.
Oh shit! It is a portal, Nomad.
Oh my god.
Excellent.
Yep.
And the writing
So
at the
really
top
have to
of the archway has not changed.
Do you have experience with these, Nomad?
Yep, we gotta break it down. Break it all
Alright.
down. No, I'm kidding. That was a joke. That was a joke. I should probably not anger the small people that probably built this. I'm assuming they were small.
Why is
Wolves.
perfectly sized for you?
It's the
Precisely.
Dwarven rock building people.
Yep.
A lot of racial connotations being thrown around. You don't know what dwarves are up to in this world.
Well, I feel like the one thing we didn't explore was the little, you call it a pedestal, I believe?
Yeah, there's like a small pedestal, probably like a foot wide. It's like a perfect little square, and it is completely clean on top.
Oh my god. Okay, the last time that I found this, the last one said 350 depth.
Depth or death?
Depth.
Deepeth.
Depth. 350 depth.
Yeah, like a unit of measurement. All right.
But I haven't finished deciphering this one.
Let's get the tape measure out.
To be fair, Swiffer, you've decoded the first word of. It looks like it reads a phrase, and it's what blank blank again.
I would like to put some pocket jerky on the pedestal and step back, like I did something.
Like you're expecting it to move.
Or maybe like a creature will come or something. Yeah.
Or we could go look on the other one and see if it teleported to the other side.
Oh, yep. There we go. So we're leaving the pocket jerky here.
If you're putting the pocket jerky on the pedestal, I need to tell you some things.
Oh.
How do we feel about the pocket jerky?
That seems safe. Seems safe enough.
I'll try to dab the grease so we don't, in case, it's worth something when we take it back after breaking it down.
Sounds good.
As you go to put the pocket jerky on the pedestal, you see the inside of this archway has like a mural etched into it. And it shows, like, it looks like fish swimming amongst reeds. And the rest of it looks kind of like, it's kind of old, you're not sure what it is. But there's more to this mural. It seems to take up all the inside of this archway.
Alright.
This is the portal it might lead. What if we get teleported under the sea?
Little investigation.
Go ahead and roll.
Wow. Rolled an 8. I think I'm just gonna log off, actually. It's kind of crazy.
Before you do, an 8 does reveal one thing. As you look at these fish swimming between the reeds, you notice some of them have legs. They look to be merfolk swimming among the fish as well.
I'd like to look at Sora and Maya and say you did this very accusatorily.
What are you talking about? Are we able to see the mural or not?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, if he tells you it's there.
Can I investigate?
Yeah, totally.
I investigated, but I only rolled a 5. So I have no clue.
Sarah, it looks like it's made out of stone.
Sarah, what?
It's very interesting.
Oh, and I'm sorry, Nomad, the taste of that powder is it's very, very salty and sweet.
Hey.
Just like my pocket jerky. Damn. That stole my... You know what? I'd actually like to dab a few pieces of pocket jerky in the dust then. And...
Special pocket jerky.
Can I do a history check?
Yeah. What are you trying to learn the history of? Like the nature of this archway?
Oh, there we
Yes.
go.
Jasora did roll 17 for investigation, by the way.
Oh, Jasora. Real quick, Sarah, we'll resolve yours after. Jasora, you see merfolk swimming with these fish, and all along this mural, you see what looks to be like it's showing like a coral reef, but you can see that it seems to be in the exact shape and topography as the island that you're on, and the large mountain is spewing bubbles instead of smoke.
I like to walk through the archway just to see what happens.
Roll a 1d. No. You walk through the archway and nothing happens.
Okay, good.
I relay what I have observed to everyone. And what we're seeing in this mural is the island, only if it was underwater. Should we? I'm almost wondering if we should. No, we're already too far in here.
Is it a different island? Is it a different island, perhaps? Like, is it a twin island to this one?
Maybe there's something underwater that we missed when we're swimming to the island.
Maybe
I
we
have
got
to
close
go
enough to it and made it
down
surface.
350 feet.
Yeah.
Or 350 depth. Now we're stuck.
No, we can keep pressing on, right? Go through the next archway. Does it lead somewhere? Yeah.
What do you want to do?
Does the archway lead somewhere? We can keep
Uh,
walking through, right?
Yeah, you can certainly
We
try.
already walked through it.
It's a dense bramble, but with some effort, yeah, you can get through that.
Didn't we already do this? Where we walked through and it took us a long time and we came back to the clearing? Yeah.
That is how I recall it as well. Yep.
Yeah.
Did we want to leave the pocket jerky and see if the other arch has the pocket jerky?
Exactly. Yeah, we could do that.
That's
It'd
fine.
be easy enough to walk back, right?
Do you drop the pocket jerky onto the pedestal?
I would advise everybody to back up a little bit. You know, like kind of
I really
cautious
don't
for the
think anything's gonna happen,
the party's sake. Yeah, you never know. My pocket jerky is pretty powerful, so we're gonna slap it on there.
As you drop the jerky on the pedestal and release it from your hand, nothing happens for a moment, and then all of you feel a light tremor shaking it through the ground that seems to emanate from the archway, and small shards of the stone fall off of the archway and onto the ground, and each of them kind of like dissipates into that powder, which further dissipates into kind of a smoke that begins rising into the air. And now you can smell it, that taste. It's very sweet, and there's like a salty bite to it. Like, it's not pleasurable necessarily, but it smells like very, very pungent. And it begins filling this space.
Are we taking any damage from this? Does it seem dangerous?
You are not.
Or is it just... Oh, okay. I'd like to myself jump on the pedestal.
As you jump, you remove the jerky and put yourself on the pedestal, more fragments of the archway fall, and more dust begins to appear. It's only enough to, like, cloud your feet now, but it is spreading kind of along the ground and little particulates into the air around your faces.
We need more weight on this pedestal here. Let's go. Let's hop on, everybody.
The pedestal is about a foot.
So we form no
Get
dog.
off and
I'm
let,
guessing.
yeah, there you go.
Well, hold on. We want more weight, or do we want somebody on the other side to see if this does something else? Like go to the other portal. side?
Is Jasora still trying to try to decipher this?
Yes.
No.
Roll me another history or intelligence check as you're watching these shenanigans.
What do we do? What do we do?
Yeah, I rolled a 10 history.
It looks like ancient Aquan.
Yep.
We just
14.
With a 14, you recognize that swirling pattern in those middle words, and you're able to decipher the full meaning of this phrase. And it reads, "What was shall be again."
Ah,
I say that out loud.
I can't swim.
so if this island was underneath the water, yeah, that'd be bad. That'd be real bad for our situation.
Would be, wouldn't it?
Nomad
We
can't
get
swim.
that
Yeah,
double
that'd be.
bracelet.
Nomad may not be able to swim, but Nodar can.
Yeah, Nodar can do anything. Through Christ,
Yeah,
all
he's
things are
safe.
possible through Nodar.
Safe. So should we just start jumping on this shit and bust the whole fucking island down? Is that what we're doing? Mates?
Seems like we're already close enough to him.
I'd like to go to the other one and the other portal to see what it looks like and how long does that take.
Tell me what you mean when you say that.
I'd like to run the opposite way of this portal back to where, where we started. What it looks like, or
Aldar, what's Aldar's wisdom?
He's good at stock investment.
Yeah, he's great at 401k investment.
Wisdom is 11.
Aldar, as you think about the other portal and you look at this portal, you recognize that they are one and the same.
Not gonna
But
break it.
I was looking for like the dust. If I understood that.
Right.
No. There is no second portal. This is the only portal that you've seen.
Yep.
Mm.
I
Okay.
don't know how many times I have to tell you guys that we're in an infinite loop.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure. I
Left
wanted
the
to.
other one, we came to this one, and there was still Hamper. It was the same one.
Fuck it. No dart. Let's do this. We're jumping on it, both of us.
Okay. I guess make me an athletics check. Like you're both balancing on top. Like it's a small pedestal. So tell me, I guess you're climbing on each other and jumping on the pedestal? Is that the plan?
Can I
We're
ask something?
activating Nodar.
Okay.
We're getting on top of the pedestal.
Okay.
Think of you underestimating Nodar.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Go ahead and roll an athletics check for me, both you guys. We'll take the higher one.
A 14.
Yeah,
Sorry for limiting you guys.
Fans are not gonna be happy about this.
Aldar, Nomad slips off the pedestal, but you grab him up, and the four-armed beast of Nodar begins jumping randomly on this pedestal. And as you do, more and more shards of this ancient archway fall to the ground. And as this smoke builds, it seems to extend into the forest. And what's everyone's passive perception? Does anyone have a 12 or higher?
Passive perception, I have 11.
I've got a 12.
We got 12.
14.
Oh,
Jasora,
13.
Nomad, Amaya,
and Aldar.
and Aldar. You hear a loud buzzing sound coming from several different directions, and it's getting louder and louder. Something is coming towards you.
This is where Nomad stealths and hides.
Could this be water? We're sinking this freaking island, guys. Mates.
And
I don't know what that is.
I don't know either, mate.
a few moments later, 4 huge wasp-like creatures appear from 4 different directions. And they each have 4 legs and 2 arms that end in huge metallic points. They have large red eyes that seem to fixate on all of you at once. And they have 2 little antennae, and they're about 4 feet tall each as they buzz and appear into this archway. Or in this pasture around this archway. And it's time to roll initiative.
Oh.
Bro, can I ask something?
Yes, Queen.
I have to I would like to stop playing at like 11:30 or 11:40. You want to do this combat?
We're not going to get through the whole combat. I was planning on killing one of you to have a cool
Cliffhanger thing?
cliffhanger.
Why would that could have been the thing.
That's cliffhanger. This is good.
Oh, can we do it again? Can you guys pretend you didn't hear anything I said?
Yeah, but
Yes.
you gotta tell Terry to take it from the
And you guys hear a loud buzzing sound coming from the forest all around. And you see your associate Nomad sprint into the woods as 4 of the most beautiful, non-trademarked bee-like creatures with drills on their hands appear, and they look pissed. And everyone will start with rolling initiative next time.
But I
Oh
rolled
my
a
God.
22.
All right, we'll let that. I'm in. I love letting it stand.
Let's roll.
Ladies and gentlemen, Angus rolled a 22.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
And Nomad is here. I'll leave myself notes for next time. Nomad, stealthy
Stealth.
in forest.
Stealth with an F.
Stealth. Yeah, you're right. And now there's only one thing left to do. Swiffer, what are we gonna name the episode? Look, you're the one that says it's easy, but you're the one that does it.
It should be about Nomad being depressed. He said it earlier.
He's been through a lot.
Or was it no one pays attention to Nomad? Nomad being neglected.
No
Ups and
melancholy? Is that anything?
Down. Oh, no melancholy.
No place like Mad? No, that's stupid.
Like where you're going with
Neglected
it.
nomad.
What is it?
The neglected nomad.
Desolation.
Second fan.
The desolation of Nomad. That's pretty good. Alright.
Nomad and the Bamboohoos.
That's pretty good. That works on several levels. See, you are good at this. And I'll just come up with a better name when I feel like it,
Yeah.
when I'm posting it. But good job, guys. Thank you for meeting on a Monday. We might be off next week. Swiffer, I feel like you have a lot of stuff going on.
I'm gonna be doing things, but next week might be okay. It's just the few weeks after.
Okay, we'll plan on it. We'll plan on next week. I definitely don't want to cancel preemptively because obviously, just keep us in the loop because I know you got a lot going on and we can. If I was moving across the country, the last thing I'd want is for my cousin in Philadelphia to be yelling at me about a story we're all telling together. So just keep us in the loop. But yeah, obviously we'd love to make it happen, but don't interrupt your life to do it. You know what I mean? But great job, guys. We are about to have our first level 3 combat. And I'm very excited.
Hell yeah. Sign me up.
And no one, Pokemon Company or Game Freak and the Pokemon Company, they're very litigious, so don't tell them about this creature we're using. It's completely different than anything that they've come up with. And
It's definitely not a beaver.
a what? I don't even know what you're talking about. But yeah, good job, guys, and go vote. If you're not registered to vote, please vote. And if you're not going to vote, don't tell me. Just lie to me. That'd be fine.
Okay.
Yeah.